life on a line with the great sons and daughters of Nimba to liberate themselves from the yoke of oppression, from the oppressive and diabolical regime. We were prepared for any eventuality. I'm glad that we are free. We are totally free. We were marked for total extermination, destruction of Nimba and the people. Now we are free. So whoever want to bring World Crown Code to hell with you, go and bring it. I'm prepared to face the music.
Now,
don't stop embarrassing me. Go and bring it.
Okay.
Don't fool all the day with pray. All the day are coming. Go there, they already prepare for you.
Senator Johnson, in the process of the liberation of your county, most of those people calling for the establishment of war crime code feel that you committed war crimes.
Listen to
crime
me,
against humanity.
You have a daily violent killing people, and Nimba County is declared a dangerous zone. Magibi dangerous zone, Maserado dangerous zone. Why can't we keep our dirty mouth closed for war crime code and think about how we will save our people? We are fighting in Monrovia here, talking about 2 months salary for the civil servants. We are talking about material and incentives for other medical workers, health workers. We are worrying about our people. You leave this war crime code because it will never come to this country. Listen to me.
Senator,
are
you aware?
I will close it now.
No, sorry.
Yeah, I'm going to close it because you are a journalist and you ask it as if you are. I do not know how to classify you. Listen to me. I went to Japan, Tokyo. I went to Japan with Wale Duna and 2 other senators. That's about 2006. We went there to attend a conference of many major organizations from the world that organize the Rome Statute. The Rome Statute is the one that established the Hague that Taylor went to. Now, we discussed and brought that Rome Statute home to Liberia, and it was ratified by the Liberian legislature in 2007. In 2007, we established the Rome Statute, meaning Liberia is a member of the Hague. But our war was fought from 1989 to 2003. So the Rome Statute was ratified in 2006 or 2007. That means Liberia is not on the agenda of the Hague. Liberia is not part of the War Crime Court. It will never be because our war ended long before the War Crime Court was ratified by the Liberian legislature. So if you don't know this, let me tell you, that is what is happening.
Honorable Senator, those who are advocating for the establishment of the War Crimes Code, are they cognizant of what you just explained?
People who go around, those are ballot-driven people who go around advocating for War Crime Code. But I am telling you, as the most senior official from Nimba County and the father of Nimba County, there will be no War Crime Code in Liberia. The president of Liberia has no power to bring it because our war ended a long time before Liberia ratified the Rome Statute that established the War Crime Code. So there's no War Crime Code. Those who are talking, they are ignorant people who do not know what to say or what to do.
If this is true and the War Crimes Code will never come, why do your supporters allegedly attack those who are advocating?
If you are a Nimba boy sitting down there, then you are very stupid as a journalist. Because if we didn't fight to liberate our country, you would have been dead. Your father and your mother would have been dead. You would have no country to be to. You would have no radio station called Nimba County Radio. So we fought to keep our people alive. Do you remember that they went to Lutheran Church and massacred people in Lutheran Church? Are you aware, you damn stupid journalist, that they brought 300 babies?
Senator, you can't read insult. Senator,
no,
don't read insult.
We are talking about a virus killing people.
Yeah,
and
but
you're waking me up with prior knowledge.
Yeah,
I'm sleeping in my bed.
No,
you're waking me
a
up.
son of Nima is accusing you of your supporter.
Is a dog.
The
son of Nima is a dog because if I tell my dog can't go, it go. But that one is worse than a dog.
Senator,
we should be talking about the virus.
Senator, please calm down. Please avoid profanity.
Wash your hands.
Please avoid profanity.
Your nose so you can't get a disease. Because if you bring workman code, this and look, Jesus went to the temple and turn the table order down and flog the people. So I will be flogging you out of my mouth. I'm tired with you. You want workman code, bring it. We are prepared.
Not me. Not me.
No, but you are one of the advocates.
No, but you know, for ABC Genesis, we have to consult you as well, because somebody just dropped on the line. Somebody just dropped the line. Leveling grave allegation that your supporters are tagging. So we have to consult you.
You know, Petro, they carry water to point the whole of Boeing Quilla. We intercepted those things and got rid of them. We fought for freedom, my friend. Nelson Mandela fought for freedom. Che Guevara fought for freedom. Everybody that were oppressed fought for freedom. Freedom. And you know what happened? You're not a small boy. Then you sit down in that dance station calling me from my bedroom this morning, waking me up to work.
Yeah, it's because somebody level grave allegation against you.
You should call me if you really wanted an attentive comment from me. You should have informed me, Papi, tomorrow I will call you in the morning for you to make a comment on what somebody has said.
Yeah, but Senator,
but now you don't just call me from my bedroom. Now you're damn equal. I'm a leader of the people.
Yeah, that in itself.
Stupid. I want to make you irresponsible.
That in itself.
One of those who joined the damn list. You're not a journalist.
No, Senator, you can't re-insult. Senator, you can't re-insult. You can't continue re-insult.
You because I'm damn vexed.
No, we have to consult you because someone level grave allegation.
Well, that's the voice of Senator Prince Yomi Johnson, the late senator of Nema County. And that's one of the things the people of Nema did love him for, or do loved him for, because so many people still love him for who he was. And of course, that the interview he had with the former manager of Radio Nema, manager Melvin Lakpasua, my mentor, the one who taught me into this whole radio thing, the one who told me that, Junior, you have to do this before you get this. Investigative journalism, you need to do this one before you get this other result. And that was the kind of the way he spoke to people. And these kind of thing he said to many people, they were accepted by us, the Nema people. They were accepted by us, the Liberians. They were accepted by us, the district number 5 people where he hailed from. We took these things, and you know, we still have to play his voice because he remains the self-proclaimed godfather of Nema County. So we still have to play a voice. Mr. Alexander Tinte Jr. is watching us. Aloksha Alexander Tinte Jr. is watching us. On tonight's edition of the show, we'll be hosting the reappearance of Mr. Mark Dia. Mark Dia is the CEO of Nema Got Talent, and also the founder and CEO of the Gompa FC. In tonight's edition of the show, we'll be discussing entertainment and sports. Basically, we'll be focusing on sports. The new Minister of Youth and Sports, Minister Colina Skura, I think she has more interest in youth development, youth empowerment. Therefore, we will be focusing more tonight, especially on sports. And the minister is in the back, but we will start the one-on-one with him. He's my booyah, our senior brother, my booyah, our big brother. Mr. Mark, good evening, Chief.
Yeah, good evening. How are you again?
I'm back in the internet tonight. I'm back in Lone Star. I'm back in Orange. I'm back in. I'm doing wonderful, Mark. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I hope you get even clearer today.
Yeah, I'm trying to get you. I hope this is from my end. I'm trying to work on it, but it seems like the situation is not from my end. But let me see what I can do here from the studio. Let me see if I can switch from one end to another.
Because I'm really getting you clear. Hello, are you still there?
Well, so it's good to have all of you back here, Vaccine. We are sorry for the breaking transmission here. Mr. Ben T. Guy Jr. is watching us. Vexilin Sampson Adolphus is also following the show from Ganto City, Nima County. Our guest here tonight is the son of Nima, son of Buyao, Mr. Mark Dia. Mark Dia is the founder and CEO of the Nima Got Talent. He holds a lot of positions in Liberia. He's the CEO of Nima Got Talent, Montserrat Got Talent, and as the Gompa Football Club too as well. He's the CEO of those institutions. He joined us here tonight on the show as we discuss Nima County football, as we also discuss Liberia Football Association, and we also discuss the Liberia Entertainment too as well. The Nima Got Talent on Sunday, which was yesterday, hosted I think the 10th edition or the 11th edition of the Nima Got Talent in Nima County. We will be asking him all of the major questions here tonight on the show as to who won the competition, what are the prizes, and what are some of the changes they are going to make in the next edition to come. Of course, we will declare lines open here on the show as +25079542894 so that you can make your calls on those numbers. Mark Dia is here with us tonight. The show has been relayed on Voice of BKS in Buto Town, Nima County, and of course on Voice of Tapeta in Tapeta City, Nima County. Let's bring on the CEO. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening again.
Good evening, Chief.
Yeah, how are you? I hope you're hearing me now.
Wow.
Are you still not hearing me?
Okay, great. I think I'm hearing you. How you doing,
Okay.
boss?
I am okay. I'm okay. I'm doing good.
Jesus Christ. My God. So let's see if we can try to switch from one end to another in the studio and okay, great. I think this might be okay for now. Good evening, Chief.
Hello. Yeah, hello.
Great. You perfect now. How you doing, boss?
Okay. I'm okay. I'm okay.
Great. Welcome back. We were experiencing some network difficulties in our studio, but I think it's great to have you on the show here this evening. How was your trip to Nima County?
My trip was a very good one. Because I had a double pivot situation. The Nimba Got Talent Finals was on Sunday, and also the Nima Derby was on Sunday, where Gompa Football Club had to go against Nima Kwado. So it was a very wonderful.
How was the result with Nima Kwado?
The game against Nima Kwado in a draw, in a 1-1. Yeah. So it was a very.
I mean,
you
playing against you playing against Nima Kwado. Let me call you a newly second division team, and also a first division team being relegated to a second division team, playing against them and coming jaw in the I don't know whether it was a friendly match. How do you feel as a CEO of the club?
We are excited about how far we've come. I feel very great, but I mean, at this stage of the club's existence, we're ready to face any club in a professional competition because we're a second division team, and to be a second division team, it comes with all of these different level clubs. Sometimes we even face first division teams if we are in the Orange Cup. So we just wait and get prepared for any form of competition that will come.
Now, the two major second division team in Nima is the Nima Quado and the Gompa FC. These are the two teams that our names are ringing in the corridor and in the media too as well. What are some of the changes that you have done? What are some of the major technical and of managerial changes that you've done to see yourself in the first division league comes the next season?
Well, I was just in the club leadership chat room, and I tried to make them understand why we have struggled in the second division league between last season and this season. So we spent 2 seasons in the third division league. Our first season, we went as far as the Big Eight of the national playoff and was eliminated by Wologisi. Upon our second try, we were able to not just qualify to the second division league, but we came out as the champion for Liberia. But as soon as we qualified for the second division league, we had a problem where our coach that qualified us had to take the Nima Quado's job. And as a result, the boys were left without a clear arrowhead, especially someone that had qualified them. And it became a setback for us. So we fought to keep a balance with leadership, and then the FA came up with this development plan that they wanted to fix the Compass Post page, so we needed to move to town. The entire team that is Nimba based had to move to Monrovia, and that was a very difficult time for us. Already not having our coach, and then relocating the boys to Monrovia, so we had that major struggle. And that struggle has extended up to this season, even though we managed to maintain last season, it has extended to this season where we've not had a stable coach. Now, blessingly for us, one of the biggest names in Nimba football, who is Coach Munta Fofana, took the job for the last 3 months. Imagine when the team have been struggling with relegation. He really did extremely well. He came in, volunteered to help save the team. And his stewardship as a technical director has been able to really help us and give us some level of hope that we can qualify and stay within the league. So I believe that looking forward to the season to come, I'm hopeful that we have 3 more games left. I'm hopeful that we're going to maintain in the second league, and from the conversation Coach Muta and I have been having, I am so excited about what's going to come next season. I don't just see a team that will maintain in second division next season, but I see a team that will qualify the first division because we have the quality of players. We have what it takes to go. We just needed that arrowhead, and I think Coach Muta is able to push us in that direction to ensure that we get the qualification to first division that we need.
You're doing extremely well. Getting Munta Fofana is one of the successful coaches in Liberia. But today, the Ministry of Youth and Sports sent some players to China. How many of those players are from your football team?
I think the big question is how many of those players are from Nimba. Because
that's the actual question, but we want to know how many of them are from your football team.
The reason I try to focus this in that direction is because this is not the Youth and Sports Minister didn't get players from different clubs that are from Nimba County. They were concerned about getting those star players that represented the counties in the county meet to form one team. As a result, they selected the best players from almost every county that participated to have them put together to send. So I think a player from Sunny Kole was selected. I do not know his name too well. He should be from one of the teams. Yes. Yeah. So, and I stand to be corrected, but he should be the only Nimba player that I saw on that list. Yeah. So he's going to represent all of the clubs from Nimba as he goes to China.
The reason why I asked you this question is there were three club teams from signing from Nimba that were fighting for the first division team. But we actually have two clubs now. They have 11. I don't know of them. I don't know how their starter is. But I know of the Gompa FC. I know what place they are on the second division team table. I know of the Nima Kwadu. I know what place they are on the second division team table. Having a player from your team for being selected, even though the person might be from Nima, but having a player from your team that will be selected or that might have been selected to go to China to represent Nima County have been a boost for you, have been a boost for the Gompa FC. That's the reason why I asked the question. But again, welcome to the show. It's great to have you here tonight. You didn't talk about your Butuo people. You're great on the show. Nobody harming your internet, so you're very perfect.
Yeah, I wanted man about it. I wanted by myself talking it back, and I had to
exactly.
I had a coach. I said, "But man, they show you when you come on it, you gotta be careful how you talk about your Butuo people."
So the way before appearing or before becoming a first division team, it's not about becoming, in the first top 5, but you need to have certain facilities, which is having a player boss, having all of the required managers, having the equipment to become a first division team. How prepared is the Gompa FC as a CEO now? How prepared is the Gompa FC to appear in the first division league if you are successful on the table?
Well, I don't know whether having those things you mentioned are requirement to become a first division team. I think here once you have a good playing team that's able to compete, and you can find yourself in the picking order between first, second, third, or whatever the rule of the game will be for that season, you're able to qualify. However, it's still important that if you want to become a first division team, you should have these facilities to help the players, because part of the ball game, the mentality that you build in your players give them the confidence to step out there. So if they are maybe a step ahead of what the second division teams will have, then it's a plus for them when they step out there. They know that that's the stage is supposed to be on. How prepared I am financially? No, I am trying and doing my best I can. I'm hoping that if it's possible through sponsorship, or if maybe God bless and I can get some money, one of the things that I want for next season, whether I'm in the first division or not, is to get a bus for the team, because transportation has been one of the major problems that we've faced, especially if you do not want to take a team from Nimba to Moserado. And that's why sometimes some of the owners of club teams that are from Nimba will have their team to base in Moserado, not because they do not love the county, but the cost that's attached to owning a team that based in Nimba is very expensive. Every trip you make outside of the county, you got to consider travel allowance, you got to consider lodging, you got to consider feeding, you got to consider medical, and just a lot of different things that comes with it. Like this coming Friday, we expected to travel to Mount Gibby to play, and we will be looking between 60 to 75,000 budget just to get the team there. Now, when the team wins, you got to consider their win bonuses. that you have to give to motivate them. So we'll be talking around 100,000 just to cover that trip. If you're having these kind of trips, maybe having 2 of these trips every other week, you're talking almost $1,000 per month just on transportation and the logistics that comes with it. So this is where the major burden has been. But if we able to get maybe a 24, 25 seated bus, the idea of that at this struggling stage of our club is the days that the team's not traveling, the bus can be used to raise extra income that can be used to help the team. And then the days that the team's going to be out to play, the bus can take them where we can just fuel the bus. If you even use 40,000 to fuel the bus, it's going to take the team to and fro. And you're not worried about that. But transportation has been a very major thing, and it's something that I'm not just looking at waiting for first division. I'm thinking, what can I do? Who can I talk to? How can I partner with 1 or 2 persons to at least get
there where my next question comes in, Mark. There where my next question comes in. You from Buyao, you from Buyao, you got people, you know friends from abroad that you can talk to. Football is very expensive. The Chelsea Football Club you support, the other European football clubs, football as a whole is very expensive.
And we already qualified for the FA Cup too. You didn't tell me congratulations.
We are qualified for the FA Cup. So let me ask you my question before the Manchester United fans come on. Now, being qualified, taking a team from a 3rd division to a 2nd division, that was a sacrifice that you did. Now you're struggling for a 1st division. How connected are you internationally to see how best that this team can be a standardized team, international standardized team, that tomorrow if they're traveling from Nema to Magibi, people will say, yes, this is the Gompa FC traveling with this kind of fan base. This is the Gompa FC traveling with this kind of convoy. And this is the Gompa FC leaving from Bon County to Montserrat, to Riverside, and all of these places. How are you connecting yourself as a CEO out there to the international community, especially those from Liberia?
Yeah, thank you. So I've been speaking with few friends, but I'll be honest, I'm not too connected with a lot of Nema-based people that live outside of here. And,
okay, before you finish, this is a good thing that you came on the show tonight. The CEO is a big fan of football. He's a football fanatic. He knows football. He's from Buyao. He's a brother from Buyao. He's from Buto. He loves football. There are some people in your team that are playing for your team that he sponsors. He know them. He do everything for them. Connect with him after the show. You'll do what you can do. Now let's go to the question. How connected are you?
Chelsea man. He must not get no talk.
You see, this is my club team jersey, and I have a little bit of red in it, representing Manchester United. If you're looking in the middle here, yeah, the M here stands for Manchester.
Okay.
So it's a great blessing. We connected backstage after the first interview, and we've been chatting and communicating. And he's a very open-minded young man. I'm so glad to know that we not just from the same county, but we're from the same district. I didn't even know much of what he was doing there. I hope to pay a visit to District 5 soon, at least to see some of the things that he's doing there. I am very proud of the initiative that he's carrying out. And that's, I'm saying this because there are many people that will travel outside of here. They focus on how they can better themselves and better the lives of their family. To see individuals are not just thinking about themselves, but their people, where they come from, it means a lot. Having a radio station as big as this and this kind of platform, if you're thinking profit, you're not going to be talking about carrying this to Butu.
No.
You should be thinking about some of the major cities that you have So I mean, just from the interaction and things that he said, I already know the kind of person he is and his mindset for what he's doing. I mean, we just talked a little about even our district team backstage on how we can collaborate to see if we can ensure that this coming district league, our district can come up uh, and at least be well represented.
Mhm.
So, but I've not been too connected with a lot of people out of here. I must be honest. And if there's a network, I can maybe get to know, share the vision and platform of some of the things we're doing. Any way they can be of a help, we will really appreciate. We really appreciate that. Yeah.
Do you feel inferior looking at the logistics and the facilities that Nima Quado have when they come into play Gompa FC?
No, I don't. I think this is something that is a blessing for them to have. And by the way, the Flaw family and I have a very good relationship. The son and I are very close. We were on the field together. We cracked some jokes after the game this morning. Oh my man, your people say I should pay for my fans to enter. Tell them say I'm paying. We just laugh about it, but man, we won. All of this not necessary. And in fact, there was a time we were traveling to Sino. The trip to Sino. The cost to go there and come back is around 200,000 if you're looking at everything that you need. So that's how heavy, it is. And I reached out to the Floor family and they contributed 20,000 towards that trip. So they've been supportive not just to their own team, but any other Nima based team that needs help, they're open to doing that. And it's a blessing to know that they have this kind of facility. In fact, we even change, we usually exchange players. We get players from them on loan, we sell players to them, and this is how I intend for us to work together because we all are pushing for the same kind of goal. Of course, when we get on the football pitch to play one another, I want to be him. He also want to be me. When we shook hands, I said, my man, good luck. And that was it. At the end of the game, it ended 1-1. We said, my man, so that's it. Good result. The day we win them, fine. The day they win us, that's the game. But I really don't look at what other people got to compare to what I have. And that's because they took their time to prepare to get themselves there. Whatever strategy I have to put in to get there is what I'm focused on. Now, there are other clubs that got money, they got good structures, but they've been in the third division league for over 15, 20 years. So what would I say that I came and in 2 years we were already Liberia champion, we're in the second league, and we're still fighting. How do I compare that? So for me, I don't really look at all of the different things that are happening in other clubs. I love the positive and I look forward to ensuring that we get there. But there's nothing there to feel inferior about or to maybe envy. No. We just hope that we can be at that place someday to provide the same kind of service or even better to our people as well.
Mr. Ben Guy Jr. is watching us. Vexilin Sansin Adolphus is also following us. G. Arvin Pan Jr. is also following us from Ganta. Listen, Mark, I'm a big fan of my own. When I say my own, people might say tribal thing and stuff. Mark, you from Buyao. I'm from Buyao. I've been a big fan of Nima Quaro all my life, from third division, second division to the first division, even being deported to being relegated to the second division. I've been a big fan of them. But knowing you, owning first division and then with the way your players took us after a couple of years, taking us to the stage that Booyah went in the district league, I can tell you for free, you have my support and the CEO himself. I know he's not supported a Liberian-based team, but I know he will support the Gompa FC because you from Booyah and all of us here from Booyah, and we support you so dearly. And with the level of work you're doing for our people, not just in sports, but also in entertainment, all of those things, we highly appreciate you. But my recommendation to you in the sport is that you need to connect out there.
Yes.
You need
Yeah,
to
thank
connect
you.
there.
Thank you so much. We would love to have BKS on our jersey for the coming season. At least to fly the brand even on our red carpet banners for games. At least so that people can know. Since BKS covered um the show yesterday, I already started thinking, how can we
Partner.
ensure that BKS cover all of our upcoming games next season? What can we do to ensure that the people can have this cover? The people of District 5, how can the games be relayed? We can have
Mhm.
someone that will commentate the game and it's being relayed there. It will surprise you to know that doing the third division player working from District 5 to watch Compa game.
Wow.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm sure this can be something too that the Buyao can own. That this is a club that the president and the owner is from District 5. So this is also more like a District 5 team.
Yeah.
So yeah, in any way we can identify with this team to make sure that even if we're listening to the games, if we can't go there, we're listening to the games, we're giving our support. We can do that. That's some of the things I'm thinking about now that the CEO and I will start talking about how we can have that done for the upcoming season.
Yeah.
I mean, I appreciate that you can link up the CEO before you come in there. You can link up with him. I can tell you for free, the most watched football in Liberia is the county meets, and after the county meets, whether third division, second division, first division, people don't watch it that much. But I can tell you the way Booyah people support their own. If you can
Mm.
affiliate and link up with them, any other game you play, if it costs the District 5 moreover rather to come in Ganta or to go match, you
Yeah.
need to watch it, they will do it. But I think there have been
Mm.
some mistakes or there have been some error from your end. You've not been linking up with the people. I've been speaking with them from the past time we spoke. Do you know Mark? Do you know one Bia? And they say, sometimes, yeah. But again, when you see people speaking like that, I mean, you need to more connect with them. You need to get yourself visible to those people. These are people that will support you. We know what Nima United, Heaven 11 from Gatekeeper, how they used to get the
Mm.
support. We know the way Nima Kware, you are competing with Nima Kware right now in Nima. Without Gompa FC, Nima Kware will be a free ride for Nima, but you competing with them on a page that one-on-one, okay, we can make it together, or I can leave you down to go to the next stage, being the first division team. And they have the support. I listen to
Yeah.
you right now on the show. You say the minute took your coach on you, you had to go fight for another coach to come and pick you up from the other end. So that's the game.
Mhm.
That's the game. You need to link up with people out there. I'm just giving you this advice, even though I will question you on a higher pace on the show here tonight. But you need to link out with these people. You need to get
Leave
it.
my brother alone, man. Leave my brother alone. When you come to your politics, I can
You're
tell
welcome.
you, leave the man alone. For your politics business. Don't matter, man. You know, it's people. First of all, before I even go further, I would say you have BKS full commitment partnership going forward. There's no question about that. So people
Thank
who
you so much.
know me and know me very well, there are two things they will say about me. Actually, three things: the love I have for District 5, the love I have for football, and the love I have for giving back to our people. Even the coach Muta you're talking about is someone that I know personally. I was venturing actually into trying to get a team myself
Okay.
in my, yeah, I was venturing to it. But after seeing you, after talking to you, after seeing everything that is going on, I have decided to back off instead of starting something from scratch. You have a brother from District 5 who's
Yeah.
actually working and doing really, really well. You've gone far and you have done extremely well and need the sponsorship and need the support. So on behalf of BKS Foundation, because we actually have a foundation, it's an
Okay.
organization. So the TV is just a branch that falls under the umbrella of the foundation. So on behalf of the foundation and stuff, I can tell you for sure that we will definitely partner with you when it comes to, partner with you any way, shape, or form, logo, trying to relay games and BKS being one of the main guys there when it comes to your
Yeah.
game. We'll make sure we assign someone to you. We'll talk all the details behind the scene, but I
Yeah.
want to say I'm really, really proud of you. It's not easy because to
Yeah.
do sports. I talked to a couple of your beginning on the team that I think I told you yesterday.
Yeah.
Aaron, I got
Yeah.
number 15, Milton Howell, Samuel
Hmm.
DB, Kaka. Those are my
Yeah.
sons, right? So, and they and I we talk a lot, and there are people that I'm still in touch with after the
Yeah.
district league Yeah. So you are doing extremely well, and they tell me about the work that you put into it, the challenges, the opportunities. But yet, and still, you're still there competing. You just
Yeah.
come from going one-on-one, toe-to-toe with Gompa FC, not Gompa FC, but Nima Kwado.
Quite, yeah.
That's a big deal. So again,
Yeah.
I want to say kudos to you. Congratulations. It's not easy, my brother, to start something.
Yeah.
Easy. The fact that you have that thirst, the mind, the willingness to do it. Someone sitting in the US or anywhere else will struggle to do that. Then you in
Mhm.
Liberia, trying to do, and you're still going. It means a lot. So I would say keep going, keep doing what you're doing. It is not easy, but
Yeah.
we will do what we can do to connect you. Yesterday, I got a few of my friends here. They're from Nimba. They were on the show when we had Gus.
Yeah.
They didn't know you were coming today, so that's why they are not here. They
Okay.
love football. They are into football, and they are 100% Nimba. And when they say Nimba football, they want to learn about it. So what I'm going to do is I will connect. I'll create a group chat. We'll
Okay.
connect after the show, and then we all can brainstorm on
Okay.
how to help. Even if it's football, is the click or anything, something small, say it will
Yeah.
help. But
Yeah. Yeah.
we need to do that and then give this to our people love football business. They love football.
Yeah. They do.
They love sports. I remember back in
Yeah.
the days when I was growing up there, I play in Booyah, we play Bootuo, we play a lot around there. So I know how much the people love when it comes to football. So I say we should continue doing what we're doing, continue doing what you're doing, and the sky is the limit.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
Yeah. And I sent my one of my picking there yesterday to cover the. I don't know how far you guys went with the interview. Our host, it looks like he disappeared on us here. But how was the show yesterday? If you don't mind,
Yes.
bringing
It was really good. He was there. He covered the entire show, from start to finish. I left him there at a certain time because I had to run back to the game
mm-hmm.
after the game before I came back. And I mean, it was successful. The winners were announced, and there were no schools contesting that they should have been the one to win. So I think it ended well.
Okay. Yeah. So now
Yeah.
I'm a football man. So let's go to the ball. I know you have everything all set now. You guys are. You say you're fighting now to try to go Division 1. And what's the prospect? Sorry if I came late there, so I have to ask.
Yeah, so I mean, we are still fighting to ensure that we stay in the second division. We have 3 more games to go. We hope that we're gonna make it work. I promise the team that will follow them to every game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be the 12th man to see this through. Um, but going now into the next season, the target is not going to be to maintain in the second league.
Yeah. Right.
I'm not comfortable without growth. I'm just not comfortable without growth, and I don't like to take excuses. I don't want football players to come up and say because we do not have money, we do not have buses. You the context, playing football in Liberia comes with a lot of challenges, but it's possible that you can come up strong if your mentality is right. Most of the kids that are into football, the reason why I can really get glued to it is most of these kids that are into football, passionate about it,
Mm-hmm.
are from broken families.
Yeah.
Sad to say, but that's just what it is. There are some of them that find it difficult to go to school. To go to school, they had to go to schools that they play football to be on scholarship for football.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are raised just by their mothers. For some of them, their parents, because of busy schedules or hardship, they are just left from 18, 19, say, my man, you're a man and you got to do what you can do. So you see them riding bike, coming for practice because they love the game and everything. So if you coming around me and you say, this is what I want to do, but your mindset is not right, it's a serious problem.
Right.
So part of the preparation that we're trying to make is to ensure that we are not comfortable with, I don't like to hear football players say, that the result CEO,
Now the football
that
that
the result of the ball game.
right.
Yeah, that the game, no. Yeah, I have a clear football code. I say only winner can ball. So that's why even when it comes to game bonuses, you only get draw bonus from me if your draw is coming from behind. That means the club team that you're playing was leading you and your mentality made you to walk away with a point. But if you were ever in a lead and the team that you're playing came from behind and that game drew, you can't get any bonus
Right.
because in my mind you don't deserve it. If you're already in the lead, your strategy should be either maintain this lead or go further with it, not to be struggling with draw and then you expect that to work. And this comes with the psychological part of the game. So I always tell them when we were in the third league, I told them, I say, I do not see you people as third division players. This is not where you belong. We have to go forward. And in 2 years, we're in the second league. Now that we're here, they play one season, there's a second season. I have to tell them that we got to grow. You
Yeah.
cannot play in the second league forever. It's not possible. So if you're not serious about leaving from this stage to first division, then you don't belong on this team. When we qualify the first division, I'm going to be telling them you cannot be playing in the first division league. You're not winning the Orange Cup or winning the first division league to start traveling out of here.
Oh yeah.
At this stage, I need every football player to have their passport because you are going to represent your country very soon at the CAF tournament. If you don't have that mentality, we can be in the same space. And if
Yeah.
you find excuses that you don't have money, your boost open, you get very mad as a reason why, you're not focused, then you just don't belong, in this space. Because I see it, but this is Liberia. Life got to go on. What do you do? How can you push yourself beyond this? Even if I give you 15,000 every month, Labrena, every month, it cannot solve your problem.
No.
Poor players are taking chicken change. So the mentality should be, how can I push myself outside of this country to get on the right stage? So this is where we're thinking, and this is where we're heading.
Thank you. And you again, this is not, don't take the negative. You are well spoken, you speak very well. You sound like someone that would be really good at marketing, selling your brand and selling it. You can sell a product to someone.
Thank you.
We'll talk behind the scene. I don't want to hash everything yet. So it's kind of hard for me to ask you questions because I want us to talk outside of here. But
Okay.
what this the one thing I've noticed about Gunfire FC is because again I'm involved with your team indirectly because of the connection I have. The marketing aspect of it, where you are out there selling your team. I feel like it's just confined to Nimba County and just Gunfire and just you alone, just you. Because all the beginning when I talk to them, say, oh, there's the CEO, the founder might be, but I don't see anything outside of that where other people are helping, selling the jersey, promoting it, bringing revenue in, connecting with other big guys, the leaders of the county and other government workers, also people that are aware of that have made it. I don't see that partnership. I don't see people coming to help. It feels like everything is just on you. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I've sensed for the past 10 months to a year since I started connecting with your team.
Yeah, you're right. It's not easy. It's really not easy. The kind of speed I like to work with, to have a team that will really see it from where I can see it, because it's not possible it's not possible to run the Never Got Talent platform that we're running now. If I didn't believe that it could work, especially not doing this in Moscow, but doing it in Nimba.
In Nimba, yeah.
So when I sit with young people, I tell the vision of where I see us going, and I hope they can believe and work with it. But some of the issues can be, we're not seeing you with the money to make this kind of thing work. We hear everything you're saying. We've gone 1-2 years, and we're not seeing this. So what should be there to encourage us to want to still start pushing this?
Yeah.
I strongly believe in the power of branding.
Mhm.
And that's why even from the third division league, where other clubs are spending 120 to buy their jersey,
Mhm.
I partner with Gus and we got Lab Sports where jersey while we're in the third league spending 1,000 US for home and away jersey.
Mhm.
And the reason for that is, first of all, the players should wear the quality of. I wanted them to start understanding that the third league is not your level,
Right.
and then the kind of fan that you attract. would be the next thing. So coming on to this season, the second division league, I also went again. We changed the brand of the entire jersey. We gave the old ones to the players, and we had a new home and away kit. I also invested into at least 100 pieces of fan tap. Fan tap, I just wearing it now in my house. Yeah, I want on me. Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
I paid $10 for this for one of it to get it from China here. Everything customized. I want to sell it at least $20, so I will get $10 in return as profit that we can be able to use to help the team. We push this around. After 3 months, I got a call from the business manager there, the guy that's helping. He said the people in Nima said it's just too expensive. You should make it 15, and the only way they will buy it. So I said, well, this is really, and the idea of this is not just to do the jersey. I look forward to seeing Gompa cap. I look forward to seeing Gompa bear sheets, Gompa teacup, Gompa slippers. Just a different kind of stuff, that people can use in their homes. And I tell you the truth, if even having Gompa Sports Store is something that has been on my mind. We talked about it before, but we don't have the money to do it now. If we can have Gompa Sports Store, that sports store is where you go and buy any kind of customized Gompa stuff you can have. And it's not just going to be related to sporting materials. Any household material, can be key holder. You can just get what you want from there. Motorcyclists can get a key holder. You can have Gompa helmet. Motorcyclists can have the helmet customized. Just this different kind of stuff. And I believe the proceeds from it, even if we have 1,000 persons that contributing, is able to carry the team a long way without thinking about money. Right. But it's still a working process. We hope to have the right kind of team and the right kind of partnership that can help us to achieve this. And for me, I believe it can work. That's why I'm still into it like this. So I hope to have like-minded people that will say we can make this work. What do we need to do? How can we invest into this? Even if we're talking profit margin, because most of the big brothers in Nimba, and I love that about Nimba, we look to understanding what can I get back. So I always say, if you want to invest into football, don't think about profit now, because we don't even have scouts visiting the country to say they'll see your potential player and carry them to Europe for you to make money. So someone asked me, how much do you spend per season? After I call the amount, they say, so then what do you get back? To answer that now, for us to get into a partnership would be difficult, because I've been investing from third division up to now, and I can't tell you anything that I've gotten back besides victory that will excite me. But I believe that if we really do this right, even though this is Liberia, but just Ganta alone, or business community at Ganta, you're able to make sufficient profit from sports. I so believe that. We just need the right strategy, the right kind of stuff, and we can make sufficient profit from fans right in Ganta.
Yeah, I agree with you. There's you got so much to accomplish, and the dream is there. The willingness is there. You got the skill set. You got everything. It's just the country that we find ourselves in Liberia. When you just have to fight hard and then penetrate. Once you get to that point, trust me, it's going to be something that no one will be able to stop. But again, it's hard for me to really talk because I want to save most of our conversation for the back. So I will stop here and let the host. I see you other type of time. Remember, we are not talking politics here today. So all sports. So the way you that position yourself, you might not ask a political question here, please. Krizo, what's up, man? How you doing?
CEO, if you observe me on the show, Tabata Ambassador and myself, we got personal issue.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so
Chris, remember we have my dear brother from District 5, the owner of Gompa FC, and then he's the CEO and founder of Nima Got Talent. We're discussing sports. I know you've been following the show, so if you have questions for him, you can ask your 2 questions. If not, you can give your recommendation.
Thank you, CEO. Let me say good evening to Dion and good evening to our guests.
Don't speak to me. Don't speak to me. You told me say you're not contesting. Did you say don't speak to me, my man?
Oh, the man not contesting, my man. Go ahead.
So, but let me say, brother Mike, thank you for the job we are doing in Ganta. The Gompa FC, some of them finally close there. Even I think when Keita was there, other players were there.
We saw that
Yeah.
fire those spokes. Yeah, yeah, most of the time. I say thank you. I know it's a tough thing where you invest into things you're not getting in return. It's a tough thing, but I just want to encourage you to continue doing what is best. I know right now the road is tough, but maybe in the next couple of years, if the Liberian government or the sporting arena in Liberia decide to invest more into the sporting sector, the AFA, I think it'll be better. Recently, I think somebody that I think it's now time that the government can ban international jerseys in the kind of country. The Barcelona tag, Chelsea tag, the government can stop it now. We promote our own. All those club teams that just in Liberia is stand up, we can promote it so we can promote those things. Because if you look now on the market now, you see more tap from the European country. You can see our club team Liberia that just will be upper task out there. And I think some of the reason is I think the government need to look into that direction. Now those foreign jerseys we can ban it for now in our market. We promote those club teams that are around there that just now so the owner can start making money. We got to maintain those players. It can't be expensive. The boots the wearing is very expensive. The jersey, everything you're doing, you're investing, and you're getting the money in return. How many players out there that are investing out of the set out there? It's a difficult issue. But again, I just thank you for the job well done. Continue to do your best, and I hope one day that the AFA can look in that direction to see how best can start investing more into the sporting area, so you guys can be able to get most of the talent of villages that will improve Liberia's sporting sector. So again, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm the
Thank you,
President
the
Mabante.
Tamatara
The Kellen
ambassador.
Thank you.
Banches Jersey.
I'll also appreciate if we can have a network of Gompa supporters in a diaspora that can at least just get one of our fan tap every season for a certain amount is able to go a long way for us. Imagine someone like you wearing our tap and posting on your page that you support Gompa. Your followers here are able to easily join and start supporting the team as a result of that. So I understand this is Liberia, but I feel there are many ways we can still make big impact if we just do the intentional things and just press the right buttons. We're able to make things work. Yeah, I mean we can talk strategies here from now to the next 1, 2, 3 hours, and that's because I'm so passionate and believe in the things I try to put my hands into do, and every time I have the opportunity, I I I I strive to get people in a place where we don't just look at Liberia to be a place where okay, let's just do this, and I get the giving back side of it, but I strongly believe that we able to make a difference even in this thriving economy that we have once we are intentional and we push in the right direction.
Any
Thank
help
you.
before you go? Any help from the county leadership as far as supporting the team? I know they are not required to do it, but I mean this is Gompa FC, and then we got Nima Kwado. Do they have any form of staffings or any type of help they can give? And in addition to that, I want you to add this to it. The Compa FC. I know you talk about some great stuff like the branding and Compa FC stores. Have you Do you have copyright, or do you own this brand? Because that's one thing you need to start looking at now. Because when you blow out tomorrow, everybody will what are from Compa? How you gonna tell us to do this? You may want to start looking
Yeah,
at it before you start going that far.
yeah, true. So I mean, for me, that's one of the legal side to it is something that I can go hard on. I'll even go as far as of having patent law, to
Okay, yeah,
ensure
that's
that
what
the
I'm trying to
yeah
get at. Yeah, fitting
yeah
that.
the idea.
Mhm.
And I don't mind someone trying to franchise, but let it be clear that this idea or this brand is coming from here, and we just want to partner because the business environment you cannot do it alone. So, for example, I can be focused on the club, or someone want to partner with the business arm of the club. So, I mean, you can just come and say, whatever you do with your football players, there is up to you. But how can I partner in ensuring that we sell Gompa products? And we can talk about that. That person is able to make some money from it because it is clear business.
Right.
If someone could say, okay, I want to look at the football side. So if you sell players, we can be able to make money from it. We can look at that side too and say, okay, this is what it's going to take. So any side of it that someone will want to come and say, let's have a franchise, let's have a partnership. But this is where my focus lies. We can work towards that and be able to make progress.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll hold my peace, but I'm coming to let our discussion out here in public, in the public space. So I'll stop there for now.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mike. It's a pleasure to have you on the show here tonight. You're a very busy person. I know why you did in Ganta. We follow the event from the start to the end. And I know how far you're going with this. But again, I want to recommend this to you. Go out there, push the team. Not Nima Got Talent. Let me put Nima Got Talent on the side. But push the team. Go out there, get folks that will come to help you in the process. You're from Booyah, man. We're not getting any millionaire from Booyah without the CEO, Alvin Seka. Done that. And I say you must go behind the scenes because Beyonce, man.
No, but why you here for now? Are you journalist? So you're from Booyah. So it's for you now to start promoting Gompa FC. When you come on your show.
So, Mark, you're doing extremely well. I must admit, what you're doing. All you need now is the connection, the international connection. You can have a second division team that you have players moving from there to go to other country for playoff, and you can have players also being there and then doing their best. I will encourage you to work out with the Tambata ambassador, the incoming representative of District 6, Nima County, and also the CEO of BKS. But again, you have a very great potential. You are one of those people that I respect. I didn't know you own Gompa FC, but interacting with you from Booyah, I must admit, I'm very proud. Even if I do not have any contribution in Gompa FC, or I do not have a connection with Gompa FC, but I can tell you I'm very proud that we have a son from Booyah that holds the thing. So moving forward, if our data producer producing our show at the station, that we're telling some man,
we got our own thing.
Pick up of Gompa FC. Tell the people say we get Gompa FC. We get second division team. So that's it. But all you need to do is you need to connect with these people so that they can be able to help you in the process. The tourism sector is just opening in Liberia. You can go to them. You can have a contract with them. You can promote them on your jersey. You can have a space for them, and you can move the team forward. And moving forward, you got my support. Gompa FC is my team now. I declare my support from Nima Kwado, and I know the CEO will do it.
Thank you. Welcome. I got two free taps for you for that.
Okay, great. So that's great. And just to say, I might be one of your players. You know how you call it, your players. Let's say a mentor or legal advisor when it comes to decision making. I will be obtaining my bachelor degree in law, LLB. Very prestigious.
Wow.
So,
Okay. So, I mean, big congratulations to you. And then you know the good thing is that particular position is still vacant at the level of the club. So we will have to talk backstage.
That's an opportunity for me to be, a counselor to those people, to speak to them about decision making, all of those stuff. But again, I appreciate you being here tonight. The family of BKS appreciate you for being here. You spent a wonderful time interacting with you. I know you've been Nima, you've been engaged with all of those things. So we really appreciate you. I see your sling tie. I know where you're from, but when I think of it, so let's give us a parting comment, Chief.
All right, so I just want to say a big thank you to our brother Tabitha Ambassador. I've been hearing the Tabitha Ambassador for some time. doing my political exercise interpreter. I heard that. I don't know where you know Sam Biago.
Yeah,
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 Sam Biago
yeah.
is a brother is a brother to me. So
Okay.
it's good meeting you. And I know that most of my players have been going to District 5 for the District 5 league every time. Because I'll tell them that if you're playing for District 5, you got serious problem. I didn't know they were connected to uh, uh, the CEO of BKS that has been causing them to also go. So it's a very good thing to know that we've connected. I hope that we can do this more, even if it's not live. Backstage, we can talk more to see how we can set up any form of platform or opportunity to help to promote our people the best way possible. So thank you so much for the time tonight.
Thank you. Thank you very much for being here tonight. BKS Foundation, not a TV, will be available to work with you, to be on your kit moving forward. And we appreciate you for being here tonight on the show. You can speak with the CEO after the show. He's like you, he's a humanitarian. So the two of you can work together. Thank you very much for being here tonight on the show.
Thank you so much, bro. We'll talk after the show.
Okay.
Well, CEO, you have the control button in your hand tonight. So I think you are the one that doing everything. Great. Victor Peter, Ambassador, my man, welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Jim.
So let's go to you now. What's on your mind tonight? We still have approximately 37 minutes.
Thank you, Jim. A lot of issues we have, but the major one is what is trending on the social media about the recruitment in Liberia. And first, that we condemned the armed forces of Liberia, on the procedures, uh, and security sector. Today, I saw people bad latching those young folks today on Facebook. But I think,
Chris, you just hit the nail on the head. So I want to ask you a few questions. Now, no need to say what's on your mind. Do you know why the armed forces of Liberia decided to put that particular proceeding on a Facebook?
for me, I will look at it from a legal perspective, Junior. And this is what I'm looking at, right? If they had any other reason, Junior, you cannot send out or show to the public how recruitment have been done. I live in the Western world, no people do the recruitment here. You cannot show that on Facebook how our recruitment have been done in Liberia while we have issue with Guinea going on. And besides that security sector, they would prefer to sit in the office to call those people in to interview them. Not to do what they did on camera. But I saw people today on Facebook bad on people. Yeah, the education system of Liberia is a mess. We agree. We will fail the education minister, the ministry not to stand up. But as security institution, the recruitment part of our recruitment part of on social media, showing our weakness out there. I know recently when Amara Kunem talk in the session, issue Amara Kunem, he said Amara Kunem was bringing the army to put the queue. But the one day today is wrong. It is wrong. If I prefer to do that behind camera, you saw what happened today in that
place. Chris, let me ask you this question, my brother. The process you follow today, you categorically said is wrong. Now, I understand the perspective you're coming from. I understand the situation Liberia is facing currently. Are you thinking on the contrary? Are you thinking outside of the box? That this is Liberia we live in. Politics is play with everything. And bear in mind that this is not the recruitment process that you saw today on Facebook. Let me give you a scenario. This is not a recruitment process that you saw on Facebook today. This is like a preliminary interview to allow you to enter the fence. Now, the armed forces of Liberia will not tell you, say, don't enter the fence because you have beard on you. Don't enter the fence because you have earring in your ear. These are all procedure, military procedure that they can disqualify people for. But the law says you should be a high school graduate. In their mind, they say, okay, what we can do is this. Let's, select sentences that these people can read out. And when they read it, we allow them to enter the fence and go wait for the procedure. But you follow the procedure today, Grace. Let's forget about the armed forces. Let's speak of our high school children that went to school, our youth like ourselves. You, Chris, like yourself that went to school, that got diploma in Liberia, and you cannot read a sentence by yourself, Chris. This is a disgrace to the Ministry of Education, not the armed forces of Liberia, not the recruitment process. Let's leave the armed forces of Liberia out of this. Let's go to the Ministry of Education. How are they allowing people to graduate from high school that they cannot read sentences by themselves, Chris? This should be the issue. Let's not play politics. Let's not play the usual CDC and Unity Party with this thing. Let's go after the institution that graduated these people. Do you know how shameful it is? Do you know why it takes for somebody to win the DV program and go to the United States of America, and then go there and the people tell you, say, read a sentence before you enter the fence, and you cannot read that? Do you know how shameful it would be? All of us here would be saying, okay, educational requirement is not an issue to join the armed forces of Liberia. Let's eliminate that. But do you know how silly it is? How disgraceful it is for you to graduate from a high school that you cannot read a sentence, Grace? Are you thinking of that perspective? Are you thinking of those people that taught those people in high school? Can you forget about the CDC and the Unity Party politics? I think this was a good way of putting the Ministry of Education out there. Look at the people you graduating. Look at the students that you are graduating.
So why is true that we will hold the system accountable? To Chris,
as I said, right? The reason I say I condemn the AFL to put that on the social media.
Wait, let's listen to the CEO.
You can hear me, Chris? You can hear me? Chris? Chris can hear me?
Chris, are you hearing the CEO?
No, I'm not getting.
You can hear me?
I didn't look. Yeah, okay.
Okay, great. So, Chris, let's forget about the AFL. Let's forget about the recruitment process.
Chris, you log out and log back in.
Chris, log out and please log back in.
I'm not getting Gio. See, you getting Gio?
Yeah, you log out and log back in.
Chris, log out and log back in, please.
Okay, so Gio, why it is true, we'll talk about the mess up education system we have, but to Chris's point, he made some points that need to be taken into consideration. So here's how I see this. First of all, it is a sad thing for our country to see people laughing and mocking at those young people that decided to stand up, accept the call, go out there, be vulnerable, and try to make the sacrifice and be part of the Liberian Armed Forces, being mocked, being bullied on social media simply because they couldn't read certain things. First, they had that stuff in their hands. So you haven't tested the children's vision to see if they could see clearly. You haven't done none of that. They got some people that got reading problem, they got a medical condition for that too as well. None of that is taken into consideration. Everybody just laughing at it. But here's my take on this. I think the system failed those children. The system, the educational system, failed those children.
Are you agreeing with me now?
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you, but I was just trying to say we can't dismiss Chris' point entirely. So it'll be my second part to it. right? So the system failed the country. It has failed the next generation. It has failed Liberia. It continues to fail Liberia. It is not about political party. It's not about. You remember when Ellen came there? Ellen said it before. She said our educational system is a mess. She said it, and it continues to be that. Liberians in general, we struggle with reading and writing. In general, forget about the whole AI thing that have come over and everybody writing now, but fundamentally, Liberians will struggle with reading and writing. That goes during the war, the whole war, school we did, everything. Reading has been our problem from day one, Liberians. So if you have young people coming out there, they say there's a saying that says if you are a teacher and you are teaching people, you give tests, and you are the tough teacher where everybody fails your test, then you yourself, you have failed. So if the Liberian children, they call them high school kids, are coming out there, they can't read a straight line. Some people can't pronounce the word tap. Just those basic words. That means our country, our system has failed us. In Ivory Coast, where I grew up, in Ghana, even those that went to school and were not successful to become college graduate and stuff, they have the basic reading and writing skill. That's fundamental. It's basic. People do that. People have that. So for a country like Liberia to have high school students coming out and can't read basic sentences, that's a shame. And I think the system is the one that we need to laugh at. The system has filled those children. All the money that people eating around there, the education ministry, higher education commission, all the people that are eating this money, and nothing's coming out. This actually, it brings out what Senator Conan was talking about, right? It reinforces what he was referencing, right? So you can't have a system. We're talking about we need military. You can't build modern military with people that can't read and write, basic reading and writing. So I think, we are all seeing the military part today. Imagine if the other sector that are not being shown on social media for us to see, other recruitment processes that have been done behind the scene. Imagine what's going on there. So it's not just those children I've seen, it is the entire nation, the country in this entirety. Our system is messed up, and young people are struggling because of that. Imagine the children that are in Yaoyale, that are in Boswo play, and all those ones, right? There's very few. The ones that are smart, the ones that are fighting hard to study and learn, they are the one that come out good. So that's a disgrace on Liberia, disgrace on the system, disgrace on the teacher, and all that. Now, to the style of recruiting, everybody talking about the children can't read. I had a screenshot of the recruiting process. When the children enter, they go to the people that are taking that information down. If you look there, you will not see one laptop on any of those military guys' table. One laptop, you won't find it. Everything is being done on paper, pen and paper, manual stuff. Country that was founded, I don't know how many years ago. Old country like Liberia, right? You talking about kids can't read, but yet and still the people that are doing the recruiting, everyone of them using pen and paper in 2026, right? So, and then it's a fill process, is a flawed process. The system they have about coming read it before we carry you over there is messed up. That's not how you do recruiting. I'm not in the military, but fundamental recruiting, that's terrible. They did that wrong. And then why did they televise it? Why was it on Facebook Live? What the essence of putting this on Facebook Live? Right? On the Armed Forces of Liberia Facebook page. You carry this live. What's the essence? What do you gain from that? And I saw someone making an argument that people will still doubt that that was not necessary. I think everything just went wrong today. They failed the children, and I hope that they can learn from it. But I don't think we can dismiss Chris' point when it comes to there was no need for them to to go Facebook Live. The military recruiting processes were flawed because you don't have any. There are so many systems for error, like corruption, everything. You have people reading, writing something on pen and paper. The military people writing names and all that stuff. Who says they can't change that thing? Even someone good that can't read, those guys can change it there anytime. And the fact that people are laughing, I don't think people should laugh at those children. I for one, I stay away from it today because I don't think it was funny. I don't think the children needed to be laughed at. I think the system, Liberia, the system needs to be laughed at. They are the one that are failing our people. So that's my take on that.
So, John, can I speak to this briefly before I take some backseat?
Hold your brief statement first. Let's try to follow the procedure.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, boss. Sorry for me to hold you there. CEO, you are quite correct. But this is the digital world. We're looking at how things are being played. Liberia is very political, very much political as compared to other African countries. If this system was done behind the scene, there will be different story that we hear and we sit on this platform today. We start saying different things tomorrow. And it was great that that system was. And it's not even a recruitment process. This is what I want you guys to know. This was not a recruitment process. It was just an entry process to allow you to enter the barrack.
So let me hold you that. You say it's a digital world we live in. But yet still the guys that are doing the recruiting don't have a single laptop.
So here is it now. There where I'm coming in. Now, it was an entry process. It was not, a recruitment process. This was like an entry process to allow you, let's say junior, for you to enter the fence. To say, yeah, junior, you qualify.
That's part of the recruiting. That's part of the
recruiting. That's part of the recruiting. But you cannot bring a laptop outside to say, read this sentence. The requirements.
Not about reading. I said why they can take the training name down, like their information.
Yeah, I coming in. That was a challenge on their part, and I know they will work on it. Now, the fact that you cannot read a sentence as the entry process, you as a high school graduate, there is no vocabularies in this thing, big vocabularies that will say you cannot pronounce them, but you can read a sentence. One may say phobia because you're saying unfortunate man standing beside you, so you feel scared. But that's a shame. I know my people, the incoming vice president, will agree with me tonight on the show that that's a shame. In as much as we will mock the Ministry of Education, but that's a shame to even those people that go to stand on the line that cannot read those simple sentences. This is an entry process. Okay, gentlemen, before you enter the fence, read it in here. My name is, and you cannot even say my name is, which school graduated you?
So you blame the school, you blame the system.
I blame the system. That's where I agree with you. But where I disagree with you is, CEO, when you say the system was not supposed to be online, I believe that the process they did today was right, because if they would have not done it online, all of us here will say, why is it that they will dismiss this person? We only believe in their own personal Facebook podcast that they will do by themselves. And we take this video, we sit here, we castigate the military.
We'll go to that. Let's DK then go.
Okay. Great. DK, welcome.
Mr. VP. Mr. VP Frozen.
Okay, let's go to the Tampata ambassador. Welcome, Chief. After you go to CRT before DK can come in.
Thank you, Jim. As I said before, right? And I said maintain the process. And I stand by it. Those security people make a mistake today. I live in the United States. Last year, I want to join the Coast Guard, the National Coast Guard. That thing, what you said was a pre-look. The ship put in the system. Jim, when you enter here, the process the first people enter the thing. They put it in the system. The information go in the system. What happened to in Liberia? You cannot secure the president. You cannot do that on the social media and Facebook page. It's not even a debate. We're not supporting the children not to be real. No, it's not an argument for me. My argument is you cannot be a security prisoner. That would to just do what I'm not doing. They did to the same thing. I'm a part. They could have done it. They could have gone on the social media without issue. To the next point, why we agree with our CEO, the system have failed the Liberian people, not just the young people. The Liberian people, the system have failed the Liberian people. I remember that George Warner was education minister in that place. And we went for ECWA, the African Union Youth Summit. We brought his suggestion over 152 pages document about the reform of the education system of Liberia. The same people condemn us and say, what we want to prove? So if the thing is not straight, the minister sits in Monrovia. She don't know what the children going through is number one. She don't know who are going to teaching the children in the interior. High school graduate come to high school, they go through the class, that's 11 students. So the thing is, those people who serve in the ministry are feeling Liberian people. How can we reform the system? It's a not another day. People get open school around there. Say best school in the community. When you look church or DK church, just be all that open another school. Create church, be open another school. Why are the cathedrals? No cathedral. Put that open churches all schools all around the community. When you look church, open school. When they have open school. All of those things messing the system up. You don't see that Western world, you don't see that America yet. But in Liberia, we allow everything to go on today. You saw how disgraceful it is today. I feel the system. I feel young people in Liberia. But yeah, we'll defend it. We'll defend it tomorrow and say, oh, the children did no. It's not for the children. It's for the system. It's for people who have been appointed to do everything I feel to do it. They sit in Monrovia. Everything is in Monrovia. They don't know what's going on to the farm. They don't know what's going on in Sistano County. But yet, we still get education minister. We say, yeah, we get county education officer. Those are people who have failed the system. I will not bring the young people. I will not bring the children. I will bring the system. I will bring the enforcement. I bring the procedure, and I stand by it today or tomorrow because everything was done years ago. We couldn't see the everything today. I'm not blaming the government, but I'm bringing the system. And I believe that it's time now that the experience of President Bouaka to stand up to the end and provide the system. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Chris. DK, welcome. Let's hear you on this issue, Chief.
So thank you. Sorry, I think I had some glitch. I had to restart my phone. No, two things here. I appreciate the AFL for doing what they did today.
Bam.
I appreciate the AFL, yeah, for doing what they did today, and I expect all our security apparatus to do that. Every recruitment should be done like that. I'm a witness that sometimes recruitment like this, people high up can be collecting money to put incompetent people in those positions. All our security apparatus, the police, the RIS, the DA, everybody needs to do recruitment openly on camera. No, everybody, anything you do, people will have to say something. So that whether they put it on camera, whatever they did, this was their process. The only thing that they did not do prior to this was they should have announced that during the process, we will be doing this. That's one. Two, look, learning, going to school, whether you're doing mechanic, whether you're doing carpentry, you're doing it for yourself. You're learning for yourself. So the system is rotting. True.
Mm-hmm.
Since the war, our education system is rotting to the core. But in the midst of that, bright students are always coming from our very system. Bright students are always coming from that. You graduated from there, you in Kigali. Graduated from Southern College in Kigali. I went to school in Liberia. I was going to high school. I was practicing journalism. I was active. For campus, I'm running to LBS. I had other educational activities. I was still computing in my class. All that noise people can be making, all the all can be making noise that we had control of all the subject matter in Liberia. When they put people before us, everything gone. They put people there, no computer there, no phone for you to go to AI, to go to Google. to tell you this, everything gone. I remember spelling. Spelling was one of the big things that we used to get spelling beating game. My people rather go to our phone and see most of our brothers and sisters when they send you text from Liberia, they Facebook interacting. Some of the things they can send you can be outside. I have a nephew, for him to call me uncle, he can put UCOR. The way he think in your heart, the way it's always like uncle, he just put UCOR. That do a bad paying a wife fee. Anytime he say me that I can say, are you? No, the team is heartbreaking. The way some other team that how they read
how to speak
and how they speak. Somebody was reading that thing instead of he was saying every instead of each, they were spelling it to him. That person was still repeating that same thing. Good. They challenge more people how they were, how send. The one that's supposed to be in the past, the one that's supposed to be, they don't know the difference. It's on them. It's on them to know it. The challenge that you said there was no computer will always saying it. The challenge is on government to rectify that.
Mm-hmm.
It's on government. We blame the government that the digital world we don't have that. But for anybody to say, I seen government officials supporting that nonsense, that oh they should train you. No. Look, somebody say something, I'm out of people that I respect. You know, I hate so much. I've been emphasizing on this thing for this year. Amara was Liberia Minister of Planning after the war. Minister of Planning at the time, the Amara then supposed to plan the size of the armed forces. All this, he was a Minister of Planning. The Amara was planning Liberia, everything about Liberia. Amara was the head. They told Amara for that they carried him to the money horse. So after planning, Amara should have the data for the armed forces and all the security apparatus to take it to the money horse. To say this is our current capacity, we need this. Let's put the money there. And stop the nonsense they're doing to us. Like I said, they will create all those scenes and the poor people will be preaching on it and will not be serious. I don't take Amara and anybody in the house serious. Look, it will really want the best for those people. Whether they are paying 8,000, 10,000, we say, okay, they are paying. We're not giving you housing allowance. We're not giving you gas lay. We're not giving you scratch cars. There are so many things that we need to do with the money we're giving those people. What the hell are they buying gas, giving gas to government officials in Liberia? Why are we giving them scratch cars? We buy their car and we put gas in the car, we put scratch car in their phone. Why all this? And we're not putting the money to where it's supposed to be. As for our education system, have been exposed. That thing has been exposed long time. Going to school and doing the work. Look, even up to today, there are people even in America that came from, they still lying on their school paper. They still lying that they went to school. People will say that they not go to school here, they say they get master. People that go to classroom, they say they get BSc. You can't keep lying to yourself like this. There are students in Liberia that will not go to school. I was in school with friends that were playing football for the team, for the school. No one, the school just used to get that grade because they were doing different things. They come to school, they just show face. In the weekend, they just show face. One day they go. That kind of man appear to that place, he will be reading things upside down. Preparation when it comes to school, that's something that he can't bypass. Don't forget about AFL. If that person will be next, you will not care human being to that kind of thing you are doing today. If that person will be medical doctor. They're not, look, the how people die in our country, they don't check anything about you, they just give you injection, you die. Everywhere in our country, we need to do that. I think the AFL did today. Every security apparatus need to do that. Look, having You see, even the AFL before, you see how those guys they were because of illiteracy, not knowing anything from the President Doe and everybody, that had innocent people were killed because they didn't read the Military Code of Conduct. Nothing. People are currently in the police. They don't know nothing about the TOR or the police. People are in security apparatus now. Most of them who are there, I'm going to work today to get something. Most of the security apparatus, they saw somebody there, can't in DEA. They put you in DEA, okay, we'll fight to put you on payroll. You get there for a few months, after a few years, they put you on payroll. You don't know nothing. You're DEA officer. Our security officer giving their daily report, you work today, and submit report that this is what I did today, that they can keep the record. Or they just say, you're working more and they pay you. You went to work today, whether you are assigned as Zunfa. What did you do today? What did you do today that is on record? That the next person that taking over the ship will read, okay, on this ship, they went to Sokri, they went to Zubata, the person did this is the report they compare. Then the next person that coming on the ship will read and say, okay, there's somebody in Nigeria that they arrested because of SYZ. That the next person that taking over the ship will know who are in the cell and go through the record. A lot in the country need to change. And the only way we will see a putting on camera.
Thank you.
If I think very in the dark, we will not know whether people that are applying for the F. I mean, I justified for that place before. I was working at Capital Building when the recruitment team, that AFL recruitment team, I applied. I justified all the training, all the criteria, told the test and everything. So they have general, look, there are people that are supposed to be to that place.
Well, let me ask
to that BTC.
Before Saturday come in, you said something just now, and I was about to talk about it, but I'll just talk briefly, and then you just summarize it so Saturday can come in. In Ivory Coast, in Ghana, in other countries, and America, these are the countries that I live in. When it comes to that recruitment, the very first thing they do is they will administer tests for their new recruits. At the very first stage, you go, you take your test. In America, they call it ASVAB. You go to your place in your computer by yourself, privately, you take that test. The military has their own school. They have their own bar they set. They say when John Doe take the test, before you even consider you to say that you will be a recruit, you have to score this level on your ASVAB test. So once you take that test, if you score 0, if you can't speak English, if you can read, you can get that score, they let you go. They tell you, go train, go read, go study, go do more before you come back. Right? And then when you take the test, you pass the test before they even consider you now to go for medical, to go for this, to go for that, and move forward. That's what Ghana does. That's what Ivory Coast does. And that's what America does. So our own thing is just backwards. It's just upside down. You bring someone, you put it on live screen. I walk to the school to drive weight every day, all kinds of stuff. What's that? Is that the test? Or they know Junior talking about that's not a recruitment, but a prelude. What's that?
But can I say something? Like I said, that particular thing they did, they were to announce that we would have to. No, there are people that to that gate are not supposed to be there. Thousands of people to that gate. I agree. But you know what? Scream at people before you put them in front of a computer. And there are people that are not qualified to even sit there. I went to college. I graduated from college before going to computer school in Liberia. That backward Liberia is. Well, anyway. I graduated from college. Before I went to computer school at Sanabia. All in college, I think we have over 5 computers in the place. Yeah, about 25 waiting in line. Everybody, yeah. Somebody spend 2 minutes on it, then the next person come.
Anyway,
so we want the school in Liberia get serious computer lab. I say, okay, whether you're doing accounting 101, they take all the 25 students or 30 or 40 students from there. They say, okay, we're working on the computer lab today. No school in Liberia.
So I agree with you. Even if they're not computer, they don't have computer. What they use that to do are paper. Then you get
so they need to streamline our people. No, the artists will be us. If you can't read outside, no need to bring you inside. Then the people that to that gate are wasting because there's artists. The thing they're presenting is because of job benefit, people sleeping at the door. True. Most people they're not supposed to go there.
Thank you.
The people using drones, people using a lot of advanced equipment. If you can't read on top of something each day, I wake up, I wash my face before doing anything, or I offer my prayer to the Lord. You don't have to be to that gate.
Thank you.
You don't have to be to that gate.
Thank you. Thank you. In the military, not everybody can fly drone. They got different segments of the military. But see what
they can train you to even get injection in the military, but you have to read. I apply here to go to that thing. I apply everything here to go to that thing 2 or 3 years ago.
But you took the test.
No, I didn't take the test. I supposed to take the test. When I entered school, I said, okay, let me focus on school. I just thought I was going to take away so many things. I was going to wait for long. And beyond that, that was the last age bracket that I had. So if I don't, if that age team passed, I was out. So I didn't have any second chance to say, because I was in our age, they said, okay, we can take you. Yeah, you in our age, because you know, I can't America already old. Yeah, we all actually there on my paper. The guy is old. Ain't see that, but that particular, I see a lot of things people saying, oh, that's what be that there are people who even place. You know, I will not place them. Like I make emphasis on Minister of Planning. You can't be Minister of Planning that play our security stuff and come from there and be doing showmanship. No.
Thank you so much. I know you're passionate about it because you took the test. You don't take the test and you say you take the test. But over to you.
We want a test. The America.
No, you say you took like real test.
No, I did. I think that was 2012 or 2013. I did.
Okay.
Yep. I did all the training. That basic thing. I spent 5 days. I did all the physical. Then when we did a written test, we were done. I passed the written test. They put our knee on. Oh, I saw my knee. You know where I saw my knee? There's a big building when you enter Catholic Hospital. Right in your letter, did I play? I saw my photo that morning.
Thank you, Chief.
I didn't tell that part, but after that, we started waiting.
Thank you. Sheraton, my man, over to you. You know what we're discussing? We're discussing this whole military thing. I know everybody has their own take on it. So we'll go over to you. We'll give you all the time to give your input.
CEO, the folks on the program, you know, today, what we saw, you know, people got their own version to what happened today. And for me, I just see that it exposed our educational system. That's why it shows first. When I saw some kids today, because I think the age bracket for that recruitment is from 18 to 35. So when I even saw some kids struggling to read the basic common learning, you know, I just got discouraged. And I think the reason why people really troop into that place is because there's no job. People are not trooping over there because of the passion they got. I know for some reason some people are there, they really got passion for, you know, the military. But from what I saw today, I just see that people are trooping there, you know, at the end of the day, because probably at this point in time, they will want to prioritize the military because of what is, you know, unfolding in Liberia and globally. So that's the first point. And I mean, when President Sirleaf said, with no disrespect to our society, that our educational system is a mess, she didn't mince her words on it. See, you go today at the University of Liberia, people are on campuses. What they are only doing is they go on campus with no disrespect to the comrades there. They go on campus. Everybody want to speak on the Palawa Hall. They don't even go to class. Look, if you look at what went on today, CEO, for me, my issue is not even about the procedure. The procedure, we know that, I mean, there are other basic things they need to do, in terms of the recruitment. But what it shows today was how our system is rotting. Our system, as CEO, when we were coming up, with no disrespect to this generation, there are a lot of smart people, a lot of smart kids coming up. But if you, instructor, gave you assignment, they will show only, for example, I went to school in Ganton. They give you assignment, you go and look for that assignment, they will tell you, go to this library, and they're showing you a page. That page number, just in that book, you go search for that book. You will walk from library to library. If you can't find that book in this other library, maybe you walk for 10, 15, 20 minutes to make sure and get that stuff to be done. But today, CEO, I think part of 2013, 14, Manasari second term, they used to get in Moreover what they call Super Friday. Super Friday, you see the kids will carry their whole clothes in the bag. They will dress from home in uniform. Once they leave the house, go home, you see them, they are all set for Super Friday. The reason I'm giving all of these illustrations is because even our generation are not willing to learn, CEO. Sometimes some of these things, when you people saying it, I sometimes say, okay, maybe, CEO being out of Labrador for a little while. But if you look at the real Liberian society, the crazy man who's sitting there, he knows. What happened today, I'm happy because I'm not looking at it, as a disgrace, but I see it as a challenge, on how our system needs to be improved. Because from what happened today, if the Ministry of Education cannot take siege and they cannot pay key attention to what is unfolding, and they just take it to be a normal Facebook thing, and that's serious. If you look at Facebook or recent, they got some content creator who will go on the Facebook, they will ask you your name and what's your gender, and somebody will say my gender are beans.
Oh yeah, I can follow that thing.
And so what's your occupation? My occupation, that beer. So I mean, sometimes just come English, I get confused. I got my little girl, she's not even a kid to somebody.
No, don't go there. Don't go there. The American trainer, don't go there.
The little girl she read very fluently.
Yeah.
So sometimes when she read, I can be sitting looking at her. So for me, my thing is not about the pattern, that were instituted today, but it's about how our system is being rotting up. Because when Manasseh said that, people say, oh, why do we want to look at the country? That was the reality. See what happened over there today. That leave maybe the phobia, the whatsoever, but see what happened over there today. Those things that were on our paper, the paper. I think what was done there today, I think it was for vision, or it was for whatsoever. What a vision. CEO are going for so many vision tests. The vision test can put out on your face, the glass, to determine why it is. The paper, that paper is less than even a feet, less than 3 feet. For somebody to read that paper, they could not read it today. For me, the current dispensation we live on this globe, CEO, we live in a society where people are, when they go to war, they are using a lot of nuclear, they are using this one. I listen to somebody saying, oh, they get different role in the army, but everybody role and focus to defend your country. While it's true, you will be there as a medical person on the ship or on the plane or whatsoever, but your role, you have to read You have to write and know the basic things. But it's unfortunate that our military, people who want to be in the military, it was very shameful. Today, that shows even our system, ourselves, we that go to school in Liberia, how shameful it is. People who are currently in administration in Liberia, in the educational department, it's a shame. It shows that people not even learning. You're not learning. That put politics aside. I think for me, I'm not even looking at because the other thing is if those guys were going to do the recruitment, they just come up with a listing. They say, oh, our assistant CEO is being polarized. Let me not lie here. And for me, I was even going to critique it because we know our system. Sometimes before they even do recruitment, they get a file, they already know who and they're recruiting. At the end of the day, because of compliance sake, they just post and the listing. So what was done today, it also showed transparency. Even if it will not be 100% or 80%, but to some extent, people who will be qualified, the world is seeing them and watching. The world is seeing them and watching. So when the list come out, people know at least. But in this digital world, I agree with you. The guys who are even doing the listing, they say now, doing it with pen, paper.
Yeah.
And these paper, I mean, anybody paper can be discarded at any time. You get missing and what have you. You stay doing that thing on pen and paper. I agree with you. But on the overall, the AFL, I think that pattern, it shows how our education ministry and CEO, to conclude with this, I think by far the Ministry of Education is one of the ministries that get one of the highest budgetary support.
Wow.
But go to the various villages, only because they are doing that to get those fundings. You see one person teaching from ABC to 9th grade. I think you saw it on the social media the other day. So you see how our system is. Then we say everything will bring the government. Ourselves, we are not even beating game. That's what we used to do. My big brother Albert, I don't forget vocabulary. So now we used to spare from words to 150. Then I'm not even talking about Bible verse, quotation, question. No meter challenge these days. The only thing you see is if that dancing competition, then maybe that the other competition, no challenges now. Everything has faded away. So it shows how our educational system will need to revamp to align with the global context of education, or else Liberia is doomed.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think we're both all of us, we are saying the same thing, and it's sad. It's sad from every angle. You remember that time? I don't know if you remember when a group of students from District 4 were singing the national anthem, and they were all on social media. People started laughing. Who were making more.
Yeah, even the situation in Ban at the time.
Yeah, that thing happened.
On the Ban mission there, your vision, your mission, your intention.
So all the thing there, so to me, I know Dickie was saying, how the people were doing different things, and then they were still able to make it. One thing that we have to take, I agree with you, Siawate, that there are some lazy kids, like the generation is completely different. Very late, the children, most of them don't want to learn. They're doing different things. They're not really focusing. And we compare that to what we went through coming up, it was completely different. That being said, there are different categories of students. There are different people, different type of learning. The way Chris may be able to grasp certain subject matter and be fast at learning, it will not be the same thing with me, right? I might need more time to study. I may need more time to catch up. I'm smart. I may be smart, but it'll take me time to be able to remember stuff. Chris will be fast to catch on to certain things. So we can't put everybody in the same basket, or we can't compare ourselves with a kid that is in Globally, that trying so hard to learn, but doesn't have the ability, don't have everything else to to learn, and compare that with us because we all came from there. Maybe our level of learning, our IQ was completely different compared to that kid. So overall, I think it's just sad. It's an embarrassing moment. But here's what I take from this before, and then I will have you, give a parting comment, and then we'll call it. I think this is a teachable moment. It's left with us as society to decide what to do with it. It's an opportunity that just got presented. Unfortunate, but it's an opportunity that was presented to us. That has been presented to us. So we need to grab it and make the necessary correction. That's what people do. Other countries do. When they see their flaws, they grab it and they learn from it, they make mistakes, and they invest. But sadly, we live in a country, like you said, it's really polarized. Everything is about politics. Trust me, people will, and it will sadly be the Liberia 3 days noise thing. When something happens, they talk about it for 3 days, and after that, everybody forget. Unfortunately, this is going to probably be the same thing. Everybody will talk about their military recruitment. Within the next 2 days, everybody forget about it and we'll go about our businesses. And then we'll go back to status quo. And that's the sad part about it. But overall, I think if we mean business, if the education ministry mean business, they can partner with the recruiting agency, the military and all the other people. I also think there should be opportunities for people to learn, right? Man, you can't read this one line, then you can't get. If you really want to be part of the military, you have to put in more effort. You got to put in a lot of work. You got to go do this, and we'll be able to create the test that will be able to test students, people who feel this, to be able to come in. And that's what they're doing in the USA. When you go, you take the test, you pass it. They don't just throw you away. They will give you the opportunity to go and study. They'll give you the materials to study. They'll give you the stuff. But again, that is different. Taking a test, a math test, and all that, and then filling it is different than not being able to read a basic sentence. Yeah, one line sentence. Not being able to pronounce words like top or everything. That I don't know how else you come from that. So that's a whole generation that has been messed up right there with educational stuff. At their age, who knows their situation? Who knows what? And then some of the thing too, we gotta look at the country we find ourselves in. Some people, maybe some of those kids may be doing it, they might not be serious, and some of those kids, may just not have the opportunity. They don't have the home, they don't have the parents, they don't have people to be able to help them go to school, and they just skip school here and there, skip classes here and there. They go to school here, they then graduate, then pass. The next thing they go to another school, they jump to the next class, and then they go to another school to take the next class. Some of the people are talking about football. Some of the beginning of playing football, they don't take school seriously because their dream is to go to Europe. And then when they're playing for school, the school giving them all the grades just so they can be able to move on. But it's a sad time in our country, and I hope that our people can learn from it. But yeah, I'll give you the floor here. You can give us a parting comment about it if you have anything to. We have Mark there earlier today. He came to complete our interview. Same thing that Gus did, and we had a good conversation.
Oh yeah, I didn't really follow because I was out. Yeah, see you. I mean, basically, we are all saying the same thing, and no one, I think, would be happy to see, what we saw today on the social media. When DK was talking about, I know a niece or a nephew, similar thing. Yeah, similar thing. These days, just watch if somebody is texting you from like, bro. They even got some pattern. They will be writing in how you call it, in number. They will text you on number. And they say hi. When they say you, they will not spell it. Just put a U there.
Mm-hmm.
4, they just put 4. Until sometimes when they even writing long.
That's slang. They can do that. Even in the countryside, they can do it.
When they're writing that thing, sometimes you not even understand what they say.
No, yeah, that slang, that new, that
style. So, what happened? We all say the same thing. For me, I think our education ministry, we need to make a very informed decision. See, one of the things that is not happening to our country is research.
Yeah.
research, the M&E arm of every sector is a mess. Because all of what we're saying today, if Liberia, we as a country, we are determined to solve this problem, the first thing which we'll start on now is to do the research, to know the root cause of what is happening, the baseline. Because what happened is all these people, they come from somewhere before conversion in Monrovia.
Right.
Right?
Most of them.
So if somebody come from Sino, okay, you Sino, what really happening? Because most of these schools just imagine a schools in Monrovia don't have basic educational materials. Just imagine schools that are in Butu, schools that are beyond Sino County and other schools that are far away. What do you think? So I don't know which arm of the Ministry of Education is responsible for that, but this is a wake-up call to our government and educational stakeholders. Because if you qualify somebody to go to the army, there should be at least the basic. If that man is, for example, sent to America for training, how do he communicate? Everything in the country is about computer. It's about everything. You have to read. You have to do composition. You have to write. You have to understand some basic things. But somebody go to read, just come on. I'm a soldier to defend, and to do this. The person can just read a common thing. I feel it's a shame. So our institution, our educational stakeholders will need to work over time.
So you think phobia had a little bit to do with that too?
Yeah, of course. I would say, because if the person enter too now, the person enter maybe with the you see somebody with gun, not gun,
yeah,
you see man.
Yeah.
So phobia too also has its own way. But I think they should work on that too in some other unique form instead of just standing. And everybody on camera. No,
everybody just surrounded through that.
I think what was done to today, I think they tried to repetitional problem to CEO. What happening in our country? Everybody politicize everything. At the end of the day, you see how our society going now. Thing that should be done on a very unique scale is being publicized.
Yeah,
it's being publicized. This time when the session going on, before we used to see the thing there.
Yeah, then the
problem go to session, they finish from there, they close that door, they come. But this time, everything, and people vote on a count. Everything they post say in the session now is CA, because the country, everything is being polarized with politics. I think that's one of the reasons too, the people choose to do that. Because at the end of the day, people will go do their own recruitment for who they want them to be in the military. So I think that's also the reason, because of public sentiment, how we look at things now. That's what's happening. I think that was one of the reasons. But when it comes to all of what happened today, for me, I just feel that it's a shame. And our educational stakeholders. But see, when you know something, when you appear somewhere, everything they're asking you relax. Why they still say the phobia there, right?
Everybody's different. Everybody's different.
So if on an average,
I think.
Before, when you're in class, for example, what they used to do to us, sometimes some people are not good at certain subject. The instructor call you and say, okay, I can solve the math. So people used to do it to us. One of my friends, the man, at all, he don't know it. When he come, you stay on for long, he say, I don't know it. Except maybe somebody solve it. They will call, maybe back and forth, then that person will catch you. But like we said, there are different patterns, but we appeal that at least they will improve on those systems. But it's now, for me, what I see is just expose how our system is now. That's all. But when it comes to the phobia, it comes to these things, I think I'm very happy that it happened, so that our leadership in the country can see what is obtaining, in Liberia. It should not be they say. Now it's not they say. So the Ministry of Education and all other stakeholders now should be having a serious meeting. Like you said, people just discussing for 1-2 days. So if I want 2 days, then that's how it is. So CEO, that's it.
Thank you, Seote. Again, thanks for coming. It has been a great show. I know we have our Tabata ambassador. He will close it out. But I think you made a lot of salient points. But one thing I want to add to one of the points that you made was, about how people will perceive the recruitment process. Will try to politicize this. No, you got to remember now. This is our military. There are certain things that cannot be politicized. So you do your job. You do your recruitment the way you are supposed to do it. Whatever the citizens or other people or pundits will say, it left with them. Things like military, we cannot compromise that. We cannot, run it because we don't want people to say this and people to say that. Right? That's something. That's a no go zone for that type of sector. But again, for me. I felt really bad for the children today, seeing them. I was one of those that never talked about it. I never liked it. I never laughed about it. It was just embarrassing. And I feel bad for the children because, I can put myself into their shoes and I know how difficult it is. Some of them might just be that, but it's a sad thing for them. And I pray and hope that the military don't just throw them out. Try to find things for them to do, find ways for them to get some help. Some of those kids might know those words because if you look at it reading, some of them read the sentence and then they will get to common words like top and know those words, everything, and then they won't know it. So it shows that they have the ability to learn. They just have a very poor academic background. But Chris, every time Ambassador, I'm saying not contesting what this is again.
We, I don't know what to get out of but we still consult them. It will be an announcement.
Gino say can't speak to you because of that. But close us, my man. Take us home.
Oh, thank you. So, as I said from the beginning, CEO, my point will always be constant on this, right?
Mm-hmm.
The procedure what we saw today was wrong. For me, I would say it was wrong. Number one. Number two is our security system. You cannot tell the vast what happened today. I live in North Dakota. If you don't do that here, you don't do that here. One, two, the money rich, it was done today. But people bullying the kids on Facebook, bad lying on Facebook, I don't think it's necessary. Because the system have failed the young people. The system have failed the Liberians people. I'm not here to defend XYZ. But my problem here is the money which a security system, your recruitment process, the television on TV. People say, oh, is that an issue? It's an issue. You cannot televise your recruitment process. I don't know what happened here before in the world. They can show us it. Even countries that have the weakest army don't do it. What today happen in our country? People say, oh, they scared because it will do it behind closed door, it will do SYZ. They are not to do that. It's a less argument. So in the Western world, people do recruitment behind closed door. They are issue A? No. People say, oh, Liberia is very politicized. America is more politicized than Liberia. Their country in Africa are more political than Liberia. Have they televised the recruitment process? They haven't done it. Liberia politicized more in Kenya. Liberia politicized more in South Africa. Do you think so? Do you compare putting Liberia in South Africa? We don't hear that toast. Have they ever televised the recruitment process on Facebook like we did today? Even media, it's not just Facebook, but media institutions carry it. But yet people defend it. They're forcing our security answer there, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to dig a business for you. I'm not going to do it because I'm not going to feel not easy with it. It became quiet yesterday. But the security to the can't condemn it. They hit them. I'm not going to planning this. No, they're not planning. The procedure was wrong, and we have to condemn it because that's our security situation out there. And the next thing is, see what they talk about. See you, the education system have become a mess. And people who are served in an institution are failed Liberian people. They set in Monrovia, they get all the grants, they get all the budget alignment or budget support. But go to my home is there. Seriously, I'm buying senior bed to put third floor in the building, government school. Go to my school is there. Teacher who has spent for the 2 years old. He's in the classroom. For the 2 year classroom, he's there teaching. Nobody replace him. Go in there. The school better train sitting in. Minister have better money today. But they expect you to sit in that environment to get good learning. I want to tell me. They should sit on the roof that we fall on them to get good learning. I want to tell you money era. School building interior, don't zing. No, go in Grand Basso, go in Waji, across the country. But those so-called ministers sit in Monrovia, I'm sorry to say that. They sit in Monrovia, cover their Zoom. They say they're doing work. They get all the money, steal the money. It make any sense? But today they can't buy large young people because of failures. I will not blame young people. I will never blame them. They try their best. But the system has failed the Liberian people. People who are serving the system. After that Jana leave, she will go back to America. Where she have cases, she have family here. She will come back to America because here. At the end of the day, they say Liberian people, but they keep America here. Today, when she is minister, she will go back to America. She can send America with a case here. Or 2 years, attending good schools here, good university around here. What kind of policy she having to introduce to the Liberian system? Churches, they open schools around there. You look at that church, you get 10 members open school. You get the document open school. It is sort of be so. You go low behind, oh, one teacher teaching for AB to 12 grade. Is it a school? You qualify them, but yet you buy latches to young people. You laugh at those young people. Is that what cause you want to blame young people today? See your take your camera out there. Go see the churches around the open school around it. Are they qualified open school? But yet, go to the government schools around it. They sit in Monrovia. What kind of reform they have? That teacher will leave Monrovia compared to the same teacher in Grand Basso. Or in Waji. That teaching there. Have you built teacher quarter for those people that go live there? They don't do it. They sit in Monrovia. You see what happened today? But yet they blame young people. I'm here to defend young people. They will be tomorrow. They sit and fail at blaming people. What happened today? Is that young people are just blaming. Or blame the system. I will bring the so-called minister we have in Liberia. The so-called government official will bring them because they sit in Monrovia, not just a minister, but in the entire governmental sector, legislators. How many legislators go in the House of Parliament so they can read? Today, like the children today, our lawmakers so they can read, they can pronounce. But they today, like the children today, Dominican lawyer to post goes in more Ali sentence today. He wrote one sentence on Facebook, more Ali. But they are bad young people today. More Ali post you go see it. I was saying to you in the time here. Those are people serving governmental position. Bad large the young people. No. But the system has failed the young people. And I'm regretting today. I'm regretting because what we have in our brother system we have. It's a corrupt, autocratic, criminal system we have in Liberia. And I think it is time now, President Boga, with the more experienced all many people talk about. The corrupt system. Today, an education minister cannot go in Deshafa to go see what happening. But he said in Monrovia, he dressed in last suit. He dressed in last African clothes. Said in Monrovia. They don't know the challenge the people facing in interior. I just bought talk recently, CEO talk. No talk in the classroom. What a bad talk for school in Tapan district. But the city in Monrovia say they're doing well. The city in Monrovia say they're doing well. But they come here, they don't ban the young people, no, they don't provide uniform. So they talk from some country to come and do it,
the government can do everything now. So you as a citizen, you gotta chip in.
So in that case, CEO, there are teachers out there, they don't payroll. What government should have done, go and recruit young people to go teach, to go to education, to go to school. They are people in the classroom to go in there. And for the 2 years, we can't carry petrol. For the 2 years, we've been in the classroom for the 2 years. He's in the classroom. What a student only have to do to teach.
So he's for the 2 years or he been in classroom for the 2 years?
He been in class for the 2 years. We don't know him. He been in class for the 2 years. What a student only have to do. No, he's still teaching in the classroom. He's not a teacher. And now the school is there. I want to carry school better. But those are people sitting in the classroom, they sit in Monrovia, they don't look after the people. They sit there and feel the young people see, oh, this will go in next 15 to 20 years, not today. The next 15 years will experience this. The next 15 years, because this generation is still continuing today. It's still continuing. Go in bon country, most of them go in back with the bon country. So go see classroom. But the city Monrovia CEO, I don't know if the government can tell the people what they do with the budget. I don't know if they can tell the people.
You think it's a specific government or is the entire all the government have been coming through?
This mistake from 1990. When they carry the war in that country, that since the war is where the person started from. So for 1990, the president in that United Party in that CDC, but for 1990 to come, is where the problem continues. CEO. The only way the government has reform is see in Uganda, you get big church around there, you go to get a degree in Liberia. I think the government introduced that. You can't just open churches or schools around there, you get church building, they get 10 memo.
Nobody talking about church, nobody talking about church, yo. They say a student can read the church.
I'm just saying yes now because those the same thing according to the issue CEO when you build church, the next thing I want at school.
No, it's not necessary. So they don't got nothing to do with church.
CEO, those schools that open in the community, what is sin that they have?
But then, what a relationship, what a correlation between that and church?
That one is saying today.
The children are able to read and church.
CEO, those churches that open around there, the school open, they are good teacher. You see churches that open schools around there, they're good teacher.
But the government school, why were the ones that go to government school and other private schools?
So CEO, that's why people say Canada and Methodist get primary, right? For example, Canada school, they have their own curriculum to go by. They restrict the students.
So are you saying no student from Catholic school or Methodist school got substandard reading?
If you look at ratio, it will be 5 to 10%. It will not be 100%. I'm telling you, I'm a product of Catholic school.
But I know I'm a product of
70 is a product of Methodist school.
I went to inland school.
So that's what I'm saying. So those new Pentecostal churches that come to open schools around the CEO, go out of your camera tomorrow. Then they're going to community ask. This is a practical thing that don't research on.
Close out. Give you 1 minute.
So the issue is what the AFL did to their own professionals, ethical, is not going to be so, but after the vast in the process, condemning her in high esteem. Also, the system has failed Liberian people. The education system, test system, have failed young people. It's my encouragement to young people. Stay up to it. It's challenging. The road to that success, it will not be smooth. It's not proper stuff. It will be guttural. It's the hard thing. But that's stay up to correct the mistakes. And I know one day, the young people get into that system will be corrected. I regret the action today. I feel sorry for the young people, but against my appeal to the recruitment officer, have power on those people. So maybe it was phobia. So maybe it was the release issue that SARS answered. Give it a second chance. And I believe it will prove themselves the rightful time so we can have the best institute we want to have. Don't mind. Again, those so-called educated people just want the country and not the children. Thank you.
Thank you. On Wednesday, we'll be hosting Bucky Raw. Bucky Raw will be our guest here on Wednesday. He's going to be talking about his birthday bash coming up and all his musical journey and everything in between. So we'll have a fascinating show on Wednesday. We'll have the Nima Glogun himself here to talk about music. All right. So, Chris, you bring your guest tomorrow. You will have to confirm that with them behind the scene. We already got the day set up for that. So they should come. All right. Thank you, guys. Thanks for following us. We'll be back again tomorrow. We'll announce the guests on our platform later on. Thanks for following us. Keep sharing the page. And we'll see you again tomorrow at 8 p.m. Liberia time and 4 p.m. Eastern time in the U.S. Thank you.